Episode 5 of Elite Season 7, titled The Family, begins with Omar telling Dalmar not to tell Joel. Later, he is surprised to see Joel at home and says there is no room for him to stay. Joel doesn't mind and says he will crash on the couch till he finds a place. Sarah catches Raul jerking off to Chloe's photo. He tries to sleep with her, and she is still, which angers him. At school, Jessica tries to get Sarah to practice, but it scares her, and she walks out of the self-defense class. She eyes Chloe and then offers to be friends. She also invites her over to hang out, and Chloe agrees as she says she needs a friend. Ivan and Joel get cozy in the halls as they decide to clear out Cruz's stuff, and Omar spots them. Isa is annoyed that the club shut down, and her parents try to convince her that it was Pau's doing. She then confronts Didac and they almost fight but decide to help negotiate between their families. Luis hears it all through Didac's bug. After going through some of Cruz's stuff, Ivan and Joel hang out at the trio's flat. They start making out, and when Omar arrives he is shocked to see them having sex on his bed. He is upset and narrows in on the fact that Joel did not even leave his bed alone. He starts panicking and Ivan tells Joel to leave as he comforts Omar. They talk it out, and Ivan says he will break things up with Joel if that is what Omar wants. Omar just sighs and wonders where Joel is. Sarah dolls up, does a live stream with Raul and flirts with him. He is pleasantly surprised and she tells him to go buy some wine. Carmen sees Chloe going to Sarah's and wonders why she is not hanging out with Ivan instead. Her ears perk up when Chloe says Ivan is selling his house and Cruz's stuff. Chloe scolds her for thinking about money and leaves. She is hanging out with Sarah when Raul returns. Chloe and Raul are confused and Sarah tells him secretly that they can have a threesome, just like he had wanted with Mencia. Ivan finds Joel at his old home and tells him to go back to Omar. Joel is heartbroken as he says he likes Ivan, however, Ivan observes that he loves Omar. He leaves but Carmen arrives just in time. She brings alcohol and helps him sort through Cruz's personal items. Eric has a breakdown and Nico and his parents worry. However, he shuts them out and they leave. At home, Joel sees Omar asleep and joins him. At the Isadora house, Roberta and Martin talk with Duran, but she says they cannot reopen the club as long as it is under their name. Martin wants to bring in Isa, but Roberta is worried for her. Meanwhile, Isa eavesdrops from upstairs. Raul and Sarah start setting the mood, but Chloe gets creeped out. Raul is annoyed that Sarah did not get her consent, and Chloe realizes what is going on. She is upset that while she needed a friend, Sarah was using her for her reputation. She gives in and starts making out with Raul, but is further put off when Sarah films her. Teary-eyed Chloe runs to the bathroom and Sarah asks for a chance to explain herself. Carmen and Ivan go through old photos and are surprised to see a photo of her and Cruz. She says they were together 18 years ago, but now she realizes it must have been a ruse to dispel the gay rumors. She doesn't mind, but she notices Ivan overthinking. She clarifies that Chloe is not Cruz's but doesn't say anything about being Ivan's mother. He finds a stash of drugs and he says he needs it as he is down. She offers to join him and they both snort some coke. While high, Ivan plays the guitar and she starts hallucinating. She sees Cruz and starts making out with him. Before it can get any further, she realizes that she is kissing Ivan and runs off. He is confused while she cries outside on the streets. At Sarah's, she explains her plan to Chloe. Raul won't let her leave, so he needs to dump her. And since he cares about his reputation, the fans would cancel him if he cheated on her with someone else. Chloe is angry that Sarah chose her because of her promiscuous image. But she agrees to help Sarah. She makes out with Raul while Sarah records them. The next day, Sarah shows up at Jessica's class. Martin takes Isa out for lunch and then offers her the contract to own the club. She is excited, and when she tells Didac, he thinks that she can then help negotiate with Pau. She says she won't and walks off. Luis, who is eavesdropping, then moves ISA's image from the sidelines to the main players on his investigation board at the end of Elite Season 7, Episode 5. The episode review: is Luis only going to keep eavesdropping on Didac? Give us some action already. However, Isadora's storyline this season is finally getting somewhere interesting with the progress in Elite Season 7, Episode 5. By the way, Sarah is scaring us. What is her endgame? The reputation plan isn't well thought out, is it? Sure, Chloe sleeps around, but that is not what she needs. Sarah, be a better friend. And when did Ivan get so mature? His friendship and his insight into his relationship with Joel and Omar were all pretty wholesome moments in this angsty episode. Would definitely love to see more of the bromance between Omar and Ivan. Ivan and Carmen were also sweet, but she ruined that, didn't she? But where would the fun be in that, if she was a straightforward, loving mother? Talk about an Oedipal tragedy. Ivan is definitely leading man material, but maybe in a news show. After all, he did queerbait poor Patrick and mess around with Ari in his debut season.